Hey guys, I'm Rob Young, owner of Borderlands Comics and Games and organizer of SC Comicon. We wanted to shoot a quick video. One of the big things is to tell everyone thank you for last year. Last year, the 2014 show blew all expectations we had out of the water. You guys doubled what we had guessed our attendance might be, and really, it was amazing and emotional for everybody involved. It was a great success, and we are obviously doing it again. This year's show is March 21st and 22nd at TD Convention Center here in Greenville, South Carolina, and it's going to be bigger and better. We're in a bigger room. We've got more space to spread out and do some neat things, and I'm going to go over some of that right now. Obviously, we do know we have a national competitor coming in. They're coming in a few months after us this year, and we had to move our date, due to all that. It's fine. We look forward to it. I think everyone supported us in a way that supporting a small local show where everything stays within our community. You guys really made us proud, and we're going to try to do something that blows everybody out of the water and gets even bigger year after year. So we welcome it and we look forward to it. Last year, we were telling everybody for our first year show, we had over 100 guests. This year, I think we're over 150, and it's still growing. And as a matter of fact, by the time we're done, I believe we'll be out of space. Our limitations on guests will actually be limited to how much space we have, not how many are interested in coming, which is incredible and really flattering. In case you haven't looked at the guest list, John Wesley Shipp, who was the original Flash, he was on Dawson's Creek, also the dad on the new Flash show. Dave Dorman, the definitive Star Wars cover artist. Dave's amazing. Robert Menditti, creator of Surrogates, but also writer for Green Lantern and Flash, along with Van Jensen. Great stuff. David Weber, famous writer of the Hunterverse, is actually here in Greenville. He'll be there along with the HMS Saladin, I think is how I say it. That's the fan group for him. They'll be there. We've got Valiant Comics coming this year, guys. I think Valiant is maybe the 5th largest publisher of comic books in the United States. We might be slight fans of them, as you can notice the graphic novels and things behind me. They're coming along with some of their creators. Robert Menditti writes EXO for them. Brian Reber is one of the good colorists in the industry. He'll be there. Luis LaRosa is an amazing penciler. Wilfredo Torres, who did work for them, as well as Batman 66, which has been huge. And The Shadow, which I might just be a tad bit partial to, as Wilfredo is well aware. Thanks for the everybody. Top Shelf is coming as well. They're one of the top independent publishers. And they did The March. They've done Underwater Welder by Jeff Lemire. They publish everything Alan Moore does right now. We're really proud to have them there as well. Megan Hetrick will be there, who is a fantastic artist who's done work for DC. She's done some Vertigo stuff. Her sketch cards are absolutely amazing. Sanford Green, who was here last year and did some of the promo art for us. Sanford's worked on Deadpool, a really, really cool issue of Uncanny Avengers recently this year involving a young man here in South Carolina, so that was really cool. Andy Smith, penciler for the new Hulk vs. Thanos. He also inked the new Thanos graphic novel. That was really cool. And Alan Bellman, the last man to draw Captain America in the 1940s. Some of our local guys, Greg Bo Watson worked for Zenescope. Jason Crosby, just if you have not seen his Star Wars cards that he has done for Topps, they're amazing. Kelly Yates, his work on Doctor Who. Tony Chastain on Star Trek. Rico Renzi is coloring on Spider-Gwen coming up. Really, the guest list, I could go on for like an hour, but it's pretty incredible. The gaming panel this year is going to be pretty neat. Richard Launius will be there. He's the creator of the whole Arkham Horror line for Fantasy Flight. Along with Jason Maxwell, they've created several games, board games. They'll do panels on that. We're going to have a 40K tournament that'll run for 2 days. We're going to have a Privateer Press tournament. We're going to have a Magic tournament on Saturday run by our friends over at Boardwalk. We're going to have a Munchkin tournament, an X-Wing tournament, as well as game demos running both days. So the game is going to be neat, family friendly. It's going to be fun for everybody. And if you didn't see the crowds last year, one of the things I do want to recommend to you guys, you can buy your tickets on Eventbrite. We've got a link on the site. You can buy your tickets in the store 1 month out, so we'll start that the last week of February. You can also pick your tickets up here in the store a week before the show. I recommend it. The lines that we'll call were really long last year. We got everybody through really fast. Better to have no line. All you got to do is stand in and walk in when the show opens. If you have your wristband, you're good to go. So we do recommend folks do that. Last year we did a blood drive, and if you guys did not do that, I recommend that you do. The Blood Connection has done some amazing work in our community. We're really proud to have them on board. My nephew had his life saved by a blood transfusion, So that's a really big deal to me. I'm sure a lot of you guys have similar stories. Valiant has done something amazing for us this year, and they're going to allow us to use a bloodshot image to use on a t-shirt that the only way you can get is to give blood at the con. So last year I think they drew close to 100 people. We're going to run the drive for 2 days and see what kind of record we can break for the largest blood drive at a Comicon around. So that's kind of neat for us, and we're happy to have them on board. As well as CW, obviously, who has done so much to help us promote the show, and obviously with Arrow and Flash, we love those shows as well. We also have the Homer's Jimmy John's franchise here in town has sponsored us, so make sure you grab a sandwich from there. Those guys are great. Manx actually is helping us publish all the banners that you'll see hanging from the ceiling and stuff at the show, so those guys are good. And check all the ads that we'll have in the program book. There'll be plenty of things there. We'll be doing some things with the Greenville Road Warriors as well, and there'll be more people coming on probably even after this video is released. Folks are calling us all the time. So please check out the folks that are helping us bring this event to you. We've never had anything like this in Greenville before. We did it at the scale that we did it anyways, and these folks are who's helping making that possible. Also, do not forget the costume contest. The cosplay was amazing. So the costume contest we did last year really exceeded our expectations. There were probably 4 or 5 times as many people as we thought would be there. Tony Darling and Callie Cosplay and potentially some other kind of known cosplayers are going to be attending the show, as well as a lot of our local guys who are amazing. The 501st will be there with a cantina setup from Star Wars, as well as with a trash compactor that you can get your picture in. It's pretty amazing if you haven't seen it. So they're going to be there, and the costume contest is going to have a stage. It's like 4 times as big as last year. We've got some stadium seating to make this thing better. We're going to use the steps outside of the TV Convention Center to make a great group photo. So we're really looking forward to that, to being a neat addition to the show, expanding it, making it better for you guys. We felt bad that so many people wanted to enter last year, and we literally, it was just overflowing at the seams. So we tried to fix that, give ourselves a little more room. And another thing, last year was huge. We're going to bring back the 66 Batmobile. We're going to have a kit car replica there, as well as obviously the Ghostbusters Ecto 2, I guess is what we'll call it. That'll be there as well. So we're also having the South Carolina Comic-Con Film Fest, the first time we've done anything like this. Film House is going to be sponsoring that. So there'll be some local short films for you to see. It's kind of neat. See what guys are creating in our area, as well as something that we're really proud of. Last year, Jeremy Dale was one of our featured guests, and someone who's a personal friend of mine, as well as just a good person. And Jeremy did a book called Skyward. It's fantastic, and we still love Skyward, as a matter of fact. And Jeremy passed away this year, but Jeremy always participated in drinking draws, and these raise money for charities. And this year, we're going to be doing a drink and draw Saturday night, 21st, at Quest. Quest Brewery here in town has been incredibly generous to donate space to us. We're going to have food trucks outside for food, and you can come in. We'll have cards and things very similar to like you've seen in other shows, and the money will be going to benefit both Parkinson's Research and another charity that Jeremy Dale's wife, Kelly Dale, is going to pick out as well. So we'll split the money between 2 charities. You can come out, have a beverage, get something good to eat, draw some fun pictures, auction on some fun art, and really help out a good cause. This is something that's really near and dear to all of us, and I really hope that it's something that everyone can participate in. All right, guys, so again, all of that is crazy. So much going on, it's blowing our minds, to be honest with you. And we didn't even mention the literal million comic books or something that's going to be there, toys, games, everything you can think of to buy from all the wonderful vendors that are also coming to support the show and bring products that you might not see. And all these guys, all these vendors that are coming from the Carolinas. A lot of them are from here in town. Richard's Comics and Collectibles, one of our competitors locally, is coming. Boardwalk is coming. This really is a local production put on by local people. The artists are local. Quest is local. We've got local franchises like Jimmy John sponsoring it. CW's our local television station. This is something that, I guess, for lack of a better term, the local geeks want to put on for the local geeks. And the support you guys have given us is overwhelming, and we appreciate it more than I really have words to say, which is why I kind of keep repeating myself. I don't even know what to say. It's been amazing. And I want to thank each and every one of you that have offered support, that have to the volunteer meetings, that want to help us put this thing on in our hometown and do something that all of us can be proud of. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot. The week before the show, this thing goes away. I've been growing this for St. Baldrick's for, gosh, about half a year now. So March 15th at Larkins on the River, check out St. Baldrick's. Guys and gals getting their heads and beards shaved. If the gals have a beard, that'd be kind of creepy, but you know, for children's cancer research. It's also something that's really near and dear to us. It's touched everyone I know in some shape or form. So please, if you can support St. Baldrick's, please do so. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Hit us up on Facebook. Go to sccomicon.com. You can contact us through there, through the contact link or whatever you want to call it. You can check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram. Come by the shop. It's Borderlands Comics and Games, 1434 Lawrence Road here in Greenville. Give us a call, 235-2488. Email us at borderlandscomics@gmail.com with any other questions you might have. And I guess that's it. All right, guys. Thanks. Hope you have a great week. And I look forward to seeing you March 21st and 22nd at South Carolina Comicon. And by the way, just as a side note, there's a Krispy Kreme right outside the TD Convention Center. Anybody that wants to buy donuts and bring them to the Valiant Comics booth, Adam Freeman would really, really appreciate that. He's a sales manager for Valiant, and he loves donuts.